Welcome to my channel. This is Living to Learn. Appreciate you taking the time to watch, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you or someone you know has been considering hiring a life coach, in the description of this video you'll find my Instagram handle at Live to Learn Coaching. You can follow me there. You can also send me a message there if you have any questions about my services, or if you just want to see if we'd be a good fit for each other. Also, in the description of this video you have opportunities to donate financially to this channel. You don't have to do that, but it does help me out as far as staying consistent, organized, and being prepared to bring my best every time I get in front of this camera. And those of you that have donated financially in the past, I want to say thank you, and I appreciate all of you and your continued support. Well, I want to talk about something this week that I think is worthwhile and probably needs to be revisited more often than not. And I want to talk about self-worth. I want to talk about loving ourselves, accepting ourselves, etc. Now, where I'm going to start off today is I'm going to read an excerpt from a book that I read not too long ago. It's actually co-authored by my business coach, Regeanie Corona. The book is called Act Now, and it's written by Regeanie Corona and also Dr. Natalie Phillips. And what I'm going to read today is from page 89 in chapter 3, which is actually Dr. Phillips' portion, since they co-authored the book. And it's this subtitled section in the book called Unconditionally Love Yourself. Now, automatically when you think about that, right? What is unconditional love? That's loving or love without any conditions. Unconditionally. Now, perhaps it's easy for us to look at our kids, right? Like for me, I look at my sons and it's like, I could never imagine not loving them. There's no conditions for me to not love them. But what about for myself? And why is that important? Well, because the source of any love or anything that I give to others comes from me. So I do feel like it's important for us. I do think it's important for us to love ourselves. Let me read this excerpt for you. Learning to love and care for yourself is a large part of increasing your self-worth. Right away, that's worth noting, right? This can be accomplished, she gives some great advice, through the practice of positive and compassionate thinking, both, listen to this, about yourself and to yourself. That sink in. Let go of self-loathing, negative self-talk. We've talked about these things before on this channel. And any negative thinking patterns. Everyone has flaws and faults. I'm going to say this again. I'm going to read it again. Everyone has flaws and faults. Although we tend to see them more easily and quickly in ourselves, they do not negate our value. Did you know that? Did you know your flaws and your faults don't devalue you as a person? Did you know that? Do I know that? Instead, it helps make up who we are as individuals. Now, I've talked about this several times on this channel, and really what this channel is about, helping people become better. As me, myself, as I am on a journey and a path to becoming better, to becoming a better version of myself. And I've been intentionally on this journey for about the past 5-6 years. It's one of the reasons why I took up the courage to get on YouTube, to put myself out there. I want more out of life. I want more for myself and for my family. But as I read this, I can't help but think of how often I need to be reminded that I need to love myself unconditionally. And I want to remind you of the same thing. Now, this isn't going to solve all your issues. It's not going to solve your problems. It's not even necessarily going to help you get to the root of why you can't love yourself unconditionally. I'd love to help you get there. But this is really just a reminder. If you've had a tough weekend, if it's been a tough last couple of days and you've just been beating yourself up, I've been there. And I am there sometimes. Again, what is so important about this reminder? Why I'm going to cover this all week. We are the source. Everything comes from us. Your perspective, your worldview, how you react, how you respond, it all comes from here. So we got to love this. We got to love this. I got to love me, my faults, my flaws. You know, Dr. Phillips says it right. We tend to notice these things easily and quickly in ourselves. Makes me wonder, like, why am I in such a rush to put myself down? Why am I in such a rush to disqualify myself? Because I don't love myself unconditionally, and I need to. I need to learn how to do that. And she gives us some good advice and a great clue here. They do not negate our value, our flaws and our faults. They don't devalue us. But instead, they help make up who we are as individuals. It just makes me who I am. Why is that important to understand? Because we're always going to have flaws. We're always going to have faults. So we might as well love ourselves without any conditions attached. Because guess what? When I wake up in the morning and I look in the mirror, who do I see? I see me. When I look in the mirror before I go to bed, who do I see? I see me. I'm not going anywhere. I can't leave my body. I can't go into another body and let's try this one. Let's see if this is a better fit. That's not how it works. This is what I have. This is who I am. Yes, I need to work on being a better version of it. Yes, I need to make sure that I can work on what I can control and I can get better. I can learn. I can gain more of a capacity. I can have more of an understanding, more insight. There's a lot of things that I can gain. There's a lot of things I can add and attach and sharpen. But it's all here. It's all going to be me. It's going to be us as individuals. So we'll talk more about this week, but I wanted to share that with you. Love yourself unconditionally. And as I say that, I'm looking back at myself and I'm saying, love yourself unconditionally. So thanks again for watching. I do appreciate your time. I hope that you found this helpful. I'll put a link or something in the description of the video so that you can see the book I'm talking about. And I would highly recommend you purchase it. It wasn't very expensive. You can find it on Amazon, other places. It's just a great book, very concise, easy to read with a lot of practical advice and wisdom. And I never had the pleasure of meeting Dr. Phillips, but I know Regeanie Corona personally, and just a fascinating individual with a great story who's been very helpful and influential in my life as of recently. Great family. Shout out to the Coronas. And I think her advice and I think their words could really be helpful to you. So I'll put this in the description of my video. But thanks again for watching. I appreciate all your support. Let's love ourselves, okay?